Good evening, folks. Getting the audio level set up. Ooh, it's raining. Well, we got a few things added to the mansion. Not too many, just a few. I don't know what we're doing tonight. I was so busy all day I didn't have a chance to have anything prepared, so sorry about that in advance, but we'll find something. We always do. One of the things we're going to have to do is the spell components. Oh yeah, desperately. Let's go do that before we do anything. Our glorious little mansion. Tommy with the host. Thank you, sir. No, it's not a host, but... There's Driss's buff bot. I don't know if he's got his full set of 7s yet or not. I was really torn between playing Asheron's Call or hopping back on Vanguard. I'm really enjoying that game. Not that I don't enjoy Asheron's Call, mind you. Nana with the host. Thank you, sir. Carving knife. Oh, that's right. We were trying to make the horn thing. Well, we continue doing that. Full bag of aquamarine. And a nice big chunk in the next one. Oh bugger. Let me go sell some stuff real quick. Major bloodthirst. Why am I keeping that? Orc 9. Not really worth keeping. I've upgraded that, and he doesn't take armor. Bastard. Yeah. And that's that. Where the hell do I keep my money? There it is. I need to work my way over to the Dire Lands one of these days. Just to kick it up a notch. Alright, we have to do this again. Might end up hopping on Mage, just because its buffs last longer. Gathorn actually talked me into installing old school RuneScape. There's two different RuneScapes available. RuneScape 3, I guess, and old school RuneScape. That's what it's called. And he talked me into installing old school. I didn't get much past just getting it installed, but might end up seeing that here soon. Magic skills up. And then item. I buffed the wand. You can't buff it. Well, you can't buff it, it just doesn't do anything. So while we're up here, we can get the Tusker Tusk from the Tusker slaves. And then there's the Reaver thing, but that's further south. Maybe we'll just start heading south. We'll leave here and just head south instead of north for a change. And then there's the Nifus thing, the shell, Nifus shell from the Seaful Nifus, the big ones, bigger ones. And 1, 2, and then there's one other thing. Oh, we got the undead bone. I think we got that on the mage. That comes off the Lich Lords. The dildo looking thing. So apparently the SJWs are in full force against the newest batch of games that have been announced or launched or whatever. Cyberpunk 2077, of course, because of one little tweet, they raised a holy shitstorm. And apparently there's an issue with the immigration policies in Doom Eternal. There's a couple of magma golems right outside. We'll go pop them real quick. This is the state of our world. Low C with the host. Thank you, sir. Alright, that's all I wanted. I could drop moats, you never know. Now we're just going to start heading south. We're looking for Tusker slaves and virulent grievers. I can't say the word. But those grievers. And anything else that's interesting. Not Tumoroks, though. I don't want to kill Tumoroks. People ask me why I play on the server even though it has such a small population. And the simple answer is I just enjoy this server. I like the time period that it's set in. I like the people that run it. Well, the person, Zeus. He's a good guy. He gets it, you know. He knows that it's just about having fun. Eviscerator, we have to kill those. I love eviscerators. Not that they ever drop anything, but they're fun to kill. There's some monkeys. Any slaves? No. Guard. Yeah, there's one. There's a slave. Okay. Level 70. going to be doing a lot more Asheron's Call in the near future. Gathorn's away on vacation. So that's our healer from EverQuest. So it kind of leaves us in a bind without a healer. We can't really do all that much. Oh, yeah, I might hop on with Thompson, goof around a little bit on our lobies. I don't know, we'll see. Tusker Slave, that's on our list. I drop a tooth. In theory. And you know, I find damn things all the time, but now that I actually want one, I'm not going to find any. And that's the only reason we killed those. 12 and 6, work 4. Yeah, we'll grab it. 12 and 5, work 4, bludgeon. I like the stabs. I don't really want those. Really all I'm looking for is salvage. I used to save stuff like that for my mule, but part of getting the mansion was they artificially level boosted my mule. And turning those in now on him is kind of pointless. Banished Griever. Let's get us an Atlatl. I don't even know if Atlatls work. Banished Atlatl. 13 and 9, work 4. That's not bad. The Verendi are so much lower level than the Tuskers that they hang out with. It's kind of weird. Tusker head, but we need a tooth. I do have alts, I can turn those in though. And that's what I'll do with them. Bugger. 11-9, work 3. Oh, it's Aquamarine. Doesn't matter. Salvage. There's an Eviscerator over there, and I just love killing Eviscerators. I don't know why. Oh, excuse me. Good lord. Hey, there's another one. Nothing. Is that a road? Where the hell am I at? Oh, I keep going east. I'm supposed to be going south. And no crystal golems, thank you very much. Come on. Chop, chop. That's Jet. That's lightning rending. You can't die. The Forza armor, and it's really cool looking armor. So it's unfortunate. Nanamoose, what's going on? No, that looks like monkeys. Alright, damn it. Oh, they're all guards. I need some slaves. Tusker slaves, not real slaves. Broken Rennie mask. Ah, well, I take that as a compliment. So have you been following any of the hubbub around CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077 and the triggered SJWs? Not so heavy. Excuse me. They were at a con, the CD Projekt Red team, and somebody tweeted out, one of the devs or whatever, social media guys or whatever. Somebody said something like, "I want more guys" or something like that. I don't know what it was in response to. It's irrelevant. But the social media guy from CD Projekt Red said, "Did you just assume our genders?" Holy shitstorm. Holy shitstorm. And then they did this half-assed apology, which of course wasn't good enough. I really want to kill those guys. Where's my lightning weapon? Where is it? Where is it? And then, you know, as if that wasn't bad enough. Yeah, you never apologize to these. It's like throwing blood in the water to a shark. Then they got you. You know what I mean? And they pounce. But they apologized, but the apology wasn't good enough. So they're like causing all kinds of big ruckus, but there's a big pushback against it, which is cool. Fans are getting tired of the bullshit, tired of everything getting ruined. You can't have nice things anymore in the gaming community. You can't. Star Wars is dead. They're destroying Cyberpunk 2077 before it even launches. Micah, what's going on? My man. I don't know why I say stuff like that. That's not how I talk. But Doom Eternal, there was some joke or something about immigration, I guess, you know, and demons, and they jumped all over that, of course. But there's been a hell of a pushback. Because, you know, the fans are tired of their shit getting ruined by people who don't even...
Splendid, chum. This looks like a job for legal tender.
Mike, thank you, sir. You spoil me. Yeah, Star Wars got ruined. Marvel Comics, anything Marvel related got ruined. The common denominator here is, well, for the movie stuff, it's Disney, of course. But Disney realized they fucked up with the Star Wars things. That was a cash cow. That was money in the bank. There was no way you could mess up Star Wars. And they did. Was it Solo ended up losing money? Because the Chinese pulled it from their theaters like after a week or something like that. And that's where they get all their money. It's not the American audience that generates revenue for them. It's the Chinese market. They're big movie goers, apparently. Damn it. Drop what I need. You know, you can end up with female Thors. All this stupid shit. Stupid shit. Alright, our thing ran out of mana, so we gotta make more. Give me just a second, I'm recharging my underwear. Yeah, they're well, and the fucked up part is these people don't even, you know, partake in any of this stuff. It's they're just ruining it for other people. Is really all they're doing. But there has been a my God. Somebody went to the bar tonight. Thank you again, sir. Yeah, he just claims me. He just claims me on his taxes as a dependent now, so he gets it all back at the end of the year. Augmented drudge. So, needless to say, it's still going to shit. Under Spirit Thirst. What the hell is that? Irrelevant. It's not good enough. Yeah, CD Projekt Red isn't firing anybody as a result of this. I don't even think they're taking it that serious, which is good. They shouldn't. And you know, that's true. It's true. What's going on, Prana dude? How's tricks? And, you know, I've been playing Cyberpunk for years, decades. All right, decades. And one of these idiots actually made the comment that oh god, what was it they said? It just really irked me. Keep your politics out of cyberpunk or something like that. But cyberpunk is all it is politics. I mean, at its very core. It's the little guy against the system. Against the big corporate. Well, it's it's almost a direct reflection of what we're going through today. With corporations getting people deplatformed, banks getting people deplatformed, MasterCard. Yeah, well, that's how these things work. Kids rebel against their parents. The boomers rebelled against their stodgy 1950s parents. And we ended up with the ultra-liberals that we have today. Wait, what? Oh shit, my buff's dropped. Damn. Wasn't even paying attention to my timer. Well, now their kids or grandkids. What's my favorite number? 222. It's not my favorite number, but it's a number that recurs in my life frequently. At least 3 or 4 times a day I'll come across that number. It's kind of creepy, actually. I've always been a 7 kind of guy, though. Lucky number 7. If I had to choose. But 222 is the one that haunts me. Jim Perry. Yes, sir. I'll let him know. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
This looks like a job for
Oh, Jesus Christ, Micah. No, you can't do that, dude. You can't do that. That's too much. I do appreciate it. It'll be sitting there until tomorrow morning. No, it's that number though. It just haunts me. I'll do 222 points of damage in a game. I'll look at the clock and it's 222. Oh, you are? Oh. Well, thank you then. I do appreciate it. It's a nice big chunk out of the next rig. That's what that is. That's my processor. That's my Ryzen processor. Speaking of which, there's a new processor coming out on the market. It's nothing to get excited about. I don't think we're doing EQ this weekend, Jim, unless Thompson wants to get together and do something, because Gathorn's on vacation. So EQ's kind of in limbo right now. It's going to be a hit or miss deal, so I can't promise anything. But by all means, if there's anything you ever want to do, stop by the Discord or whatever, and just drop me a line, because I very seldom have anything concrete planned. So my schedule is flexible. We do, yeah. Gathorn desperately needs some wisdom gear. Poor guy. He always gets short end of the long thing. I don't know. He's a trooper, though. What was I saying? I don't remember. But again, Micah, thank you very much. Muchly appreciated. I might just do that. I might just hop over to AC Tunnel with the Shadow Knight and just spend some of this crusty money. it just sits in the bank on him. I only use it for spells, food. He doesn't need anything. He's fully equipped for many levels yet. So I might just end up doing that. The Ryzen processors have come down. Oh, that's right, processors. I'll get back to that. But the Ryzen processors really come down. So my next rig is going to be built around one of them. I like AMD. Sorry. Night, Jim Perry. Good old JP. Oh, there's a new processor on the market. I linked it in the Discord. I don't know. Definitely bears looking at though. Linus Tech Tips did a little thing on it. It's an open source processor. I didn't want. That's why I changed my answer to 7, because I was half afraid you were going to do something like that, and so I quickly changed my answer to 7, but it was too late. Damn it! I do appreciate it though. Well, you know that. You know that. But there are these open source, open architecture processors that people can build around, and you're not like if it, I don't understand all of it. Of course, I'm not an engineer, but one of the issues manufacturers currently have is like if they have a driver issue, they have to get in touch with the processor manufacturer, and then there's always the risk of why the hell did I pick that up? Leaks happening, you know, because of all the communication that has to go on, because they have to reveal information, you know, what's causing the problem and why, and but with this new open source processor, that'll no longer be a factor. Again, I don't understand everything about it, but I understand enough to get excited about it. Now, they're nowhere near ready yet for prime time, but at the rate at which their advancement is accelerating, it's not going to be too long before you're going to start seeing these popping up in computers. And I think a lot of manufacturers are going to support it simply because it makes driver patches easier. It makes a lot of things easier for the manufacturers of, you know, video cards, motherboards, that kind of thing. I always get excited when I hear about that kind of stuff. Stuff that takes control away from Intel, you know, and even to a lesser extent AMD. Same chips, same processors, same architecture. Okay, we're down in Griever territory, so where are these guys at? Straight ahead. Even though I don't understand all the technical aspects of the situation, I know enough that I can get excited about it nonetheless. Damn things. I need a leg bone from them. Where's this one at? Straight ahead. Where are you at, chummer? So, hearing all this, it just made me more excited for Cyberpunk 2077. Now I'll buy it even if it sucks. Just to piss them off. The war can't happen soon enough for me. And I'm glad to see that people are finally pushing back. People have been pushed and pushed and pushed so hard, and so much has been taken away from people. There it is. Okay, there's that. Pipe number 1. Now we need the Tusker tooth, I'm not even going to bother, I'm just going to look for Tuskers. Just half a phrase, just too little, too late. Ran right past him. Sorry, I'm charging my stuff up. This is how you do it in the game. One of two ways. You can use an empty mana charge, drain the mana from something. Or you can just buy charged mana stones from the vendor. The Archmage. Cracks, what's going on? The problem that I think we're going to come across more than anything is there are no more heroes. You know what I mean? There's no one to lead the charge. And I'm kind of guilty of this myself, but everybody's kind of waiting for somebody to take the lead. And I don't know if that person exists anymore. I don't know if there's one person out there that enough people can agree with. Because everything's so divided, everything's so... The smallest banished creature drops the biggest weapon. It's funny. $400 mana, I need more than that. No, 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 what are you doing? Put that back. I don't want your damn pants. So, I don't know. Do we care? I guess that's the big question. Do we care? Enough. Do we care enough to fight for it, or do we just let it happen? When we first took the country from the British, there was a bunch of very inspirational figures to rally behind. You know, George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, all these wonderful people with wonderful ideas. Now all we got's, you know, Jordan Peterson, and he's Canadian. So, nothing against Jordan Peterson, mind you, but not exactly the person you go to lead a charge. There's some fragments around here somewhere. There they are. That's a little choppy tonight. I loved it. I can honestly say I love that game. Very enjoyable experience. Definitely going to be playing it more. In fact, I've played it quite a bit off stream, and that's not something I do very often anymore. It is. I'm really enjoying it. There's an emulator out there. I don't know if you caught it the other night. Very low pop, but obviously it doesn't bother me. Rangers, yeah, I made one once I finally picked the right character class. My God, he's sick. He's a little freaking buzzsaw. I thought the monk was good, but the ranger, holy crap. Alright, that pissed me off. Yeah, the ranger shaman. I played that thing for hours too and never realized that it was a shaman. I don't know anything about the game, so. I figure I picked Wood Elf, that's close enough, right? Oh, excuse me. Might hop back on that tomorrow night. Yeah, if you do a Google search for it, you'll find one emulator that's currently up and running. There may be more, I don't know, but that's the first one I found. And it's a work in progress, just like this is. So don't go in there expecting a fully. Good Lord, that was a little bit of everything. Yeah, we'll take it. What's the work? Yeah, work for? Yeah, we'll take it. Installation's incredibly easy. It's a simple matter of unzipping the game file. It's a RAR file, and unzipping the launcher, pointing the launcher to the game, and that's basically it. Alright, we're getting down on our buffs here, so I'm going to rebuff. And while he does that, I'll be right back. That was quick. I forget. I don't know. Oh, Paul Joseph Watson, one of the InfoWars guys. He still has this channel up on YouTube. He hasn't been deplatformed yet. Just did an expose on Paris. It's definitely worth watching. It's an eye-opener. I am getting the bits for the horn thing, house decoration. And then I don't know. We got the leg already. We're trying to get the Tusker Tusk now. And then I have to get the undead bone, the dildo bone. And then I have to go get the Nifus shell. Yeah. I just put the Cragstone's armor in there and the Fawn of Joji. So I want to get, that's what I do want to get, is all those portal devices and little clicky things, you know, that you put in a mansion. I want to fill the whole upper balcony with all those clicky things and the portal devices and whatnot, so that people can use them, you know, obviously. Not too easy to get at level 70, but we'll figure it out. I want to make sure it's useful for everybody, more than just a place to hang out. Might even leave my mage park there as a buff bot. Or if you wanted to, I don't know. The whole perk's kind of nice for all the new folks. What's your bot doing? Yeah, mansion. Is your bot doing 6s or 7s? Yeah, it is. See, it's weird because on Frostfell, nobody went to Holberg. It was a ghost town. Everybody was in Shaoxi. At least until the end. You know, in the beginning, everything was Shaoxi, and then later on, or Rithwick. Rithwick was another big one. But nobody ever went to Holberg. And then on the other servers, everything was Holberg. So it's just weird. Funny how the different servers evolve. Truth. Hey, you got in touch with Theo, right? He's really excited about working with you. Really excited. When I showed him that little snippet that you made for me the other night, he about creamed in his jeans. He's going to have all kinds of stuff lined up for you once he gets everything, you know, up and running. He was telling me, that's exactly what he was looking for all this voice work. And
must be all that I can.
Oh, true. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that, sir. You just wanted to use the coffee cups, didn't you? That's the only one I have. I forgot how to make them. I made that one, and then I forgot how to do it from that point forward. So. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that. But yeah, he was really excited about that. So let's hope he follows through. Sorry, that came out wrong. Don't mean to imply that he doesn't follow through, but he's got so much on his plate that it's so easy for him to get distracted. Well, you saw. Oh, I'm just goofing around. Getting some stuff for the mansion. The thing I'm working on now is just decoration, but my goal is to get all the clicky things, the portal devices and the little cantrip buff devices, and all that kind of stuff laid out all around the mansion so people can just come and use them and then go hunting. Oh, this is which shard? This is the FizzleClassic Quillix. Have you seen the mansion yet, Truth? I don't know if I've showed it to you yet. It's like guild housing kind of thing. They don't call them guilds on here, but same basic principle. You have not. Well, it's a very low pop server, Quillix. I'm heading there right now. Simple matter of just recalling back to it. There's stuff around there I have to kill too. Oh well, hell, Driss, you can go there anytime you want. Yep, but this is home. This is the mansion. It's 1, 2, 3 floors plus a tower, and then there's a basement, and then a sub-basement with all the storage chests in it for the guild to use. People can go down there and just take stuff as needed or deposit stuff as not needed, that kind of thing. Cragstone's armor, and a little fun of Joji. Haunted couch. It's a big, huge building that nobody will ever use. Because everybody just hangs out in the front lawn. It's just easier that way. But there's a deck up here, and then you can just oh, never mind, I don't have control on this character. This isn't, yeah. But there's like little floor hooks all around. You can't see them now because I have them turned off, but when it's on, you can see these little gray hooks on the floor that you can mount stuff on, like that little fun of Joji I just clicked on downstairs. And this is where I'm going to put all the portal devices and whatnot, so people can just click on it and go to a dungeon, without having to run there or whatever. Goals, plans. But, yep, that's the old homestead. Oh, good night, Micah. Thank you again for all your patronage. Can't tell you how much that means to me. But yeah, that's it. And it's just out on the landscape. Anybody can run past it. It's part of the world. So it's just a big open world. The map is. That's Seaside Mansion, just east of Arwick, right on the beach. Night, sir. Good night. Just a little south of the Olthoy North. It's just a short run up the way. Of course, there's faster ways to get there, but and it's a good spot to level, like level 30, level 40 characters. If you just want to do some overland hunting. Lurkers, Dredge Lurkers, Dredge Stalkers, that kind of thing. That level stuff. Oh, Lich Lord, we need you. Give me your bone. I need your bone. No bone. Okay, let's see if we can find some more Lich Lords since we're here. Kind of leery about using the storage because of the past issues with the housing. It's got me nervous. I don't want to fill it all up with salvage and then have it all just disappear overnight. But now that the maintenance turned off, that shouldn't be an issue. Oh god, Iron Golem Kingpin. There's another housing settlement up there. They're all villas. That's the biggest single unit housing you can get. Then the mansion, it has to be a guild thing. Yeah, I played on Reef Call a little bit, Quillix. Fine server. I enjoyed my time there. But I kind of fell in with the gang here, and just felt like home. Felt like I belonged here, so this is where I stayed. They use all the classic weapon skills here. That's why it's called classic. It's classic with a twist, because it has some TOD content, mainly the weapons. But it uses all the old school, you know, bow, axe, dagger, crossbow. Yeah, me too. That's what this guy is. That was my my original main on Frostfell. Was unarmed, and then I made a bow guy, and then that quickly became my main. And then I'd use my sorry, I saw a rolling griever there. Then I use my unarmed guy just to, you know, do farming and stuff. I need Lich Lords now. I don't know, that kind of happens. People get sworn to people, and people, with a small population, it's almost like we're all a bunch of inbred rednecks. Everybody's related to everybody else. But feel free to make use of it as much as you want. It's wide open, so anybody can use it. Anybody that's in the Allegiance can use it. I got all the permissions turned on. Now, Zeus ended up swearing to me to help with the rank thing. So that might have been how. If you're sworn to Zeus, then that might be how. And that was just we had so many false starts getting the mansion. And, you know, I finally got all the stuff in the one character to make the purchase, and couldn't do it. And there was something else that was wrong, so we had to try again, try it again. Yeah, that's right. This was my first MMO, Quillix, and my entire time was spent on Frostfell from day one. I've always been a Frostfell boy. Except for the odd excursion into Darktide, of course, when Frostfell was down. Zebediah. I was in Devil's Monarchy. That was way back. That was way back in around 2000. We were based out of Heavy and Toe. What the hell just happened? There's Devil and Angel. We weren't big. We weren't big at all. Just a very small, tight-knit group of Chinese guys, surprisingly enough. The game was so popular with the Chinese. Yeah. Mortal Bob, yeah, I remember him. Well, everybody remembers Mortal Bob. He had his own server, didn't he? Trying to think who. There was another monarchy in the town that made it their base of operations also, Heavy and Toe. But I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me. Another Chinese guy. He played a mage, show mage. So he had unarmed trained, by default. And this was before, Temple of Enlightenment and all that stuff was put into effect. And we were in, I think it was Airlint, maybe? Doing Airlint? I don't know. There's a bunch of diamond golems. And he just buffed the hell out of himself, buffed up an unarmed weapon that he happened to have in his pack, and went in and just slaughtered everything with unarmed. And Gage, what's going on? It was just the most bizarre thing. And then I caught him talking to himself one time. The same guy. Now think about that for a second. Talking to yourself in an MMO means you actually have to type it out. At least back then it did. That was our thing. We'd start in Shaoxi and then we'd make the run to Heavy and Toe down the road. Your first rite of passage. Oh, memories. But this has kind of sparked an interest in all the old MMOs for me. So I've been going back and playing as many of them as I can before they disappear for good. Yeah. You dive into the Lifestone in front of the Heavy and Toe library, hoping you didn't get killed, because there was always a mob right there, just waiting to murder you. Now for Lich Lords I should be out at the beach, but I still need that Tusker Tusk too. Lich Lords do pop out here, but they're not very common. Find them more in the desert. I'm telling you guys this stuff like you don't already know. No, it's possible you don't, because it's not uncommon for people to skip past all this stuff and get to the high-end content. Oh, I know. And freaking Lugens, God, that surprised the hell out of me the first time I ran across one of those on here. This pre-mob buff? Yes, Quillix. Yep. Like the Society armor is the lower level Society armor now that you can get it in the beginning of the game instead of the level 40 plus stuff. Yeah, the only TOD content in here is just weapons, basically. He modified the newer weapons for use with the older skills. But that's it. The rest of it's old school content. That I don't know. No, I don't think it's that far back. Simply because that stuff's just not available anymore. Nobody has access to that the DAT files for that stuff. You'll never see Classic ever or Asheron's Call again. Never. Yeah, no, this has Morela Sail and the Singularity Call, Tusker Island, the Southern Island, whatever the hell that's called. But yeah, you'll never see Classic again. Not that people don't not want it. It's just there's no way to recreate it. There's no DAT files for it. So this is about as classic as you're going to get. And that's unfortunate, but you know, at least we have this. Oh yeah, I was back there in the very beginning. Now I didn't get in like in the beta testing or anything like that, and I wasn't there when it launched. Because when I first I didn't even own a computer when it first launched. I got my first computer so I could play this game. But I went to a buddy's house and I saw him running down the Easton Beach with a big old Lugen axe in his hand. And there's this guy on the beach throwing fireballs at one of the Azure Gromnies, and I just thought it was really cool, but I didn't understand, you know, that this wasn't a single-player game. It hadn't clicked yet. And he said, yeah, you see that guy that just threw that fireball, and you see that other guy down there swinging that sword? Well, those are all other players sitting at their computers in their homes. And I couldn't get my mind around it, because prior to that I had very little experience with that kind of stuff. But then it clicked, and I got to get this game. I got to get this game. But in order to play it, you have to have a computer. So I went out and got a computer, and the first one I got was from like Rent-A-Center or something like that. Pre-video card days. I think I actually tore it apart and put a video card in it. But that didn't last too long, and then the game shop that I was working on at the time, the owner decided that I needed a computer, so he brought me over all the parts to build one. Dropped them off at my house and said, here you go, here's your computer. And I said, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And he said, build a computer. It's important that you learn how, because I don't want to be over here every day fixing it for you. So I've built every computer I've owned since then. Magic card, that's funny. Yeah, back when you could actually do that. I'm going to use your buff bot. What components do you need, Driss? Oh, is that how bad it is now on the plains? Sorry, I missed your Obsidian Plains comment there. How are you on scarabs? Oh, Jesus Christ, can you even buff somebody without running out of stamina? 150 plats, okay. Good for the time being. Oh, shit. I'll buff my own weapons. $147 plats and 6k tapers. Okay, well let me give you what plats I do have. Got some armies here somewhere. I don't know why. There. Is it weird? Yep. I gotta get my mage out there and camp some chests. Because he's getting close to that point. Yeah, what the hell is that? Are you sure? Oh, we're just getting the particle effects from it. I'll be right back. Thank you, sir. Do my own baits. Now we're good for the next hour. Really got to upgrade my weapons. It's next on my list. So many weapons. With the stuff I'm doing, you have to have everything buffed. I should be here all night just buffing weapons. I'm not doing anything too extreme though. The guitar is the one I use the most. I've been letting the old one go. I haven't been salvaging, or yeah, salvaging it. So I don't do mages. I mean, now I have one. I guess you can't combine them. Oh, you have to put them in the pot. That's right. So where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? We'll go back up here. I still need a Tusk or Slave, Tusk, and Lich Bone. Well, I still need everything. All I got is the Griever Leg. Jesus. Fragments, fragments everywhere. 5 levels to go. I just have to start killing stuff that's actually worth XP. That's the problem. I get so wrapped up in my exploration. I don't see rocks, and that makes me nervous. That makes me think that they're all carrying hollows. Oh, there they go. I don't see any hollow. Oh, wait, that guy's got one. Yep, see? Sneaky bastard. I don't mess with those things. If one of them has hollows, I just leave them alone. Oh yeah, I know. Well, I got so used to it on live that I just didn't even think about the hollows anymore because everybody's walking around with super tank suits and everything. Even me, the ultimate noob, had mad gear. I burned through a lot of things to get to it because I did it all myself. But I got there in the end. So I didn't even think about hollow. It was just another thing. Then I came on here and came across my first hollow and boom, 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 dead. Just like that. This is the only thing I use Verindy for. Radar. Probably drives people nuts too. Colors, do I prefer dark colors? Not too picky, as long as it's not bright and vibrant. I don't like bright, vibrant colors. And it has to match, of course. A bit of a prima donna about that. Come on, any other time they drop the freaking tusks left and right. Yeah, it really does. Especially when you're trying to pick up chicks in the seedier side of Holberg. Thanks to all the difficulties getting the mansion, my tinker mules got everything over 400 now. Oh, I didn't even realize he was banished. How about that? No, 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 no. We don't want that. Jeez. Keep hitting the wrong button. Had to artificially bump him up to like level 102 so Zeus could swear to him. Didn't like that, you know. I like doing it on my own. But after all the hassles we went through to get the mansion in the first place, I wasn't really going to complain too hard. I miss having Tommy around. Tommy from the Sticks. He's my son. He was dumping all kinds of XP into my mule. Freaking kid's a machine. But Battle for Azeroth came out and it sucked him away. Damn kids. He'll get bored with it after a month or so, but well, he started streaming again. School season started back up, so he's able to start streaming again. And yeah, it's a much better game for streaming, to be fair. I mean, we all know better, but the average plebe doesn't. Not that I even have a problem with WoW. I enjoyed Legion. Played on a private server, so it didn't get the full experience. I like the game. I really do. I just don't like it enough to want to commit any time to it. And it's just become a raiding game. It's all about endgame now. And I like the journey. I don't like the destination. Yeah. Yes, it is. Come on, give me a tooth, you rotten bastards. I played right up through till Cataclysm. Played a little bit into Cataclysm. Well, I quit shortly after Wrath came out, and then I went back for like a month or so when Cataclysm came out, and didn't get into it until after BC came out. I was one of the holdouts. Still playing Asheron's Call, still playing EverQuest. And still having fun. Didn't see any reason to switch. And there were other games that came out around that time period. I don't remember when City Heroes came out, but that was one game that I hit really hard. Now, I liked Wrath. The one private server I played, I forget, was it you I was talking to about? Eternal WoW had a Wrath of the Lich King server, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. Got a whole roster of max level characters. Of course, on there it wasn't as hard, but got in with a good group of folks. That speed. Oh, what was that? Yeah. Red jade is so deceptive. I have no interest in you. But, you know, once you have a full roster of level 80s, there's nowhere else to go. And that's what's always going to hold the emulators or the private servers back. It's the fact that they stop at a certain point. P99. You know, as much as I enjoy playing on there, that's always going to be its biggest drawback, is the fact that you can only go so far, and that's it. For EverQuest, I mean. But I don't play that for the game. I play that for the community. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I've been playing the same Shadow Knight for 2 years. He's level 40. Of course, I don't play as hard as a lot of people do. I pretty much only play when I stream. Damn you. Yeah, it is. It's rough. It's brutal. But in a good way. That's what it's the one. See, this is where I started. It was Asheron's Call, so I got so used to Asheron's Call that when I went later to EverQuest after Kunark came out, I didn't know how to handle it. Dropping all your gear when you die, losing XP when you die, the slow glacial pacing of the game. It was a hell of an adjustment for me. Because I'm used to running 800 miles an hour and being able to jump over buildings, and now I'm just slogging down the road at a snail's pace. And that was rough. But half my friends played EQ, the other half played AC. And AC was the one I was exposed to first. And that was back, I remember when I first started playing, it still had that crappy little tutorial. It was before they implemented the new user interface. So you were playing in the box. Yeah. So it's kind of neat to see the different approach. 2 games that came out at relatively the same time, but such a different approach. And then you compare both of them to Ultimo Online, which is just a whole nother animal altogether. That's one game I never played though. Just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So instead I just downloaded RuneScape the other day. I think my item buffs are getting ready to wear out. Yeah, a buddy of mine played it really hard, and the exploits in the game just made it virtually unplayable at certain points. Where like people would build a house right in front of the entrance to a dungeon so that only they could get into that dungeon. That kind of shit. He was telling me he was out chopping wood one day, and I'm not going to take RuneScape too seriously. I've never played it, so I want to check it out. Same thing with Dark Age. I didn't plan on taking it too seriously. I'd never played it, so I wanted to check it out. Just so I could say I've had the experience. Yeah, same. That's PvP. WoW PvP though was a completely different animal. I don't like PvP in any game except for World of Warcraft, and I'm no good at it. But I had so much fun being bad at it. Battlegrounds, specifically. But saying RuneScape, I'm just checking it out just to check it out, just so I can say I've had the experience. But Vanguard, really surprised at how much fun I had with that game, even in its current state. And when I started playing EQ, I played on a PvP server. My very first exposure to EQ was on the Race War server. I never got my character past level 10 because it was just too hard to level. We all played Dark Elves. They were just a prime target for everybody. They would just come into the Dark Elf newbie area and just slaughter everybody mercilessly. The other three factions would gang up on the evil factions. Perp! Thanks for the host, Perp. Yeah, they do. It's kind of the nature of the beast. And PvP has ruined a lot of games. It really wreaked havoc with WoW for a while there, but they finally figured that out with the Battle for Azeroth and, to a lesser extent, Legion. But I really like the way they took their PvP. Yeah. To each his own. I think the PvP thing is a reflection of the newer generation of gamers, the increase in popularity of it. Because they feel like they have to prove something, whereas the first generation of MMO players didn't have that. They were more concerned about cooperative play instead of competitive play. PK Light was nice. It was good for us filthy casuals. That's about the only PvP I would do on Asheron's Call. Except for, you know, the occasional foray into Dark Tide when Frostfell was down. I'd make a character, log in just so somebody could steal my money. Yes. I have yet to see a game that makes PvP such an interactive event as Asheron's Call. You know, with the line of sight spell casting and whatnot, because everybody plays a spellcaster when they're doing PvP. I've yet to see that level of skill required. Oh yeah, yeah. I did it once accidentally. Not accidentally, but not realizing what I was getting myself into. Fortunately, I was on the white server, so it didn't really hurt me all that bad, but... Well, you guys are scattered to the four winds, aren't you? Oh, the guy who first showed me the game was telling me about it, and you know, so of course I got a little curious, and then quickly realized that this just isn't my thing. Well, when I started playing, it was with a group of people, people that I knew in real life, that I hung out with every day at the game shop. So that's, I think that more than anything is what really got me hooked on the game. There were easily 10 of us from the shop that would all play at the same time. One of our first big adventures was running to the Obsidian Span just to see it. The first time Broken Fragments, when the fragments were first put in the game for the Shadow Armor, you know. I just remember a big to-do in Heavy and Tow. Everybody was running down the road because somebody had seen a broken fragment. So everybody was running down the road to kill it in the hopes of it dropping that precious, oh so precious shard. Woot! Okay, we can stop looking for them now. When I was in the Devil's Monarchy, his girlfriend played also, Devil and Angel. That's their names for their two main characters. And I just don't recall that ever being a thing. Of course, she got carried a lot. Not because she couldn't play; she was really good at the game. It's just, you know, female. So let's help out the female. And I still got 27 minutes on my buffs. Memories. So long ago. Can you imagine? Almost 20 years ago. 20 years almost. 19, to be precise. These games first came out. This and EverQuest. 20 for all online. How much time have we wasted sitting in front of these damn computers playing these damn games, doing absolutely nothing constructive with our lives? Broken relationships. Be right back. Yep. That was a popular gimmick. Flashing the old white t-shirt. Be right back. What's sad is that that mentality has evolved to Twitch and the cam whores. Guys are still giving them money. They don't even have to play the games now. They just have to put on their push-up bra and stand in front of the webcam. It's sad. Sad that Twitch went that way. And Twitch is a rock and a hard place too, because they need the money that these girls generate. Because they generate a shit ton of cash for Twitch. So they can't shut it down because they lose a lot of revenue that way. Where can I find lich boards? Hormones and mom's credit card. I wonder how many kids get beat by their parents for doing that. Low kid. Low. What's going on, Low? community has become tainted by that, but out of playing devil's advocate, I can't really blame them. You know, Twitch, because they're not making money in the first place. Same with YouTube. Now, the overhead on this streaming thing is just so high. Bandwidth, servers, personnel. Gotta pay the bills. So you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. Yeah, that is true. And man, it really puts, you know, especially the millennials, it really puts them in a tough spot, because here's these girls obviously flaunting it, you know, obviously, but they're so conditioned not to respond to that they don't know how to respond to it, and it's really awkward watching it. So sometimes, just out of curiosity, I'll go in just to see the responses that these people make to these bimbos, basically, and sad. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Lich Lords. Where can I find a steady supply of Lich Lords? Hunter's Leap. Glendonwood. No. That's Revenants. Oh no, up top, yeah. Do I still have? I don't know if I still have Metos. No. Subway and Oathway Horde Nest. Where's the closest Metos? Tufa. There's one that's listed near Zykal that doesn't actually exist. This one? This one's not actually there. So if you ever want to go to Metos, don't go to the Zykal one, go to the Tufa one. Alright. But yeah, that's where we're going. We've got a bit of a run ahead of us, so. Yeah, the top floor has the Lich Lords, and then it's Revenants as you go down deeper. Oh yeah, the Iron one. I haven't made it out to the Direlands yet. I was at... Excuse me, I'm dying here. Made it out to Teth very briefly. Lifestone tied out there, and then changed my Lifestone tie again. Because I, you know, reasons. I don't even remember why. Samser, Tufa. Oh shit. Yeah, I could go to Aljalima, I guess. 6-1, half dozen another. So I don't think there's a Tufa portal. I'm horrible at these games. Horrible. But I love playing them. Samser. There we go. We'll just run from Samser. That's a hell of a run. 20 clicks. Before they switched over to the Classic, I was really excited about being able to go out to Valley of Death and being able to solo out there. Oh, the acid pit. That sounds like an acid pit story. Valley of Death was one of the ones I used to go to with Devil Monarchy, and yeah, a lot of good memories of that. A lot of getting carried. I was always the weak one, the lobby. So I was just never in that big of a hurry to level. Everybody else grinding and grinding and grinding. I'm like, I'll get there someday. Yeah. But that's part of the charm. Alright, I need to get past these damn mountains. Damn it. I'd forgotten all about death items until I died. I was playing my archer, and lost my bow. Shit, I can't get up here. God damn it. Why do they do this to people? They just taunt you. Swine. Now we're just going to have to run around. Well, compared to the drops you get up until you start going out in the dyers and hunting, Path Warden armor is actually much better. The base armor level, because the random drop stuff you get is like 140, 150, maybe 160. When's that start dropping? Wisps. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I can't do the boxing thing. I tried doing it on EverQuest, just 2-boxing, and it was just too much to keep track of for me. I get too confused, too easy. Got to make an axe guy. I want to do the Sleepy of the Crimson Stars quest, so I got to make an axe guy. I'll make that on my other account. It is a fun quest. I like the variety in the quest too. You all the different axes you can make and different gems you can insert. Nope, never really level 1. The one I have now is actually the highest level mage I've ever had. Whoa. Housing settlement. I always played either sword, unarmed, or archers. Nope, been in the dungeon. But never got the armor. It's on the list. That's the primary reason why I made one. Well, that and I wanted a buff bot. But now that I know a little bit more about mages, I'm really starting to appreciate them a lot more. Don't you also get like that unarmed weapon in there? There's a mace, an unarmed weapon, and a helmet or something like that, or a shield or something. So I think that's why I went and did it in the first place, was just to get the unarmed weapon. Because on the other server that Zeus was running, they didn't have tinkering or anything like that, so you were pretty much dependent on items with crushing blow or biting strike built into it. Of course, on that server, also the golems weren't casting spells, so it made it a hell of a lot easier to do. And you didn't burn stamina. There we are. Alright, bitches, give me your dildo. Oh, it's a lich. Just the one. Oh, that sucks. Maybe there's another one. Maybe there's another one. Granite Golem. I don't remember these being here. Never go this way though. I don't know. Check it out. Oh, he repops fast. I'll check it out here in just a second. I never explored the dungeon, I always just took the straight path through. What's going on, Vic? So across the acid pit, you're saying? I think that's it. And it just leads down to the Revenants from here.
Is anybody home? Mr. Horkalon?
Now if you drop down the acid pit, there's some Revenants downstairs in that hallway. But here all you got is Revenants.
Oh, Hork. Can you hear me?
And then the obsidians. Oh, are they? Shit, sorry. Who's there? Sorry, I didn't have my headset on.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, it's you. What's going on? Hey, I didn't have my headset on, so you've been sitting here talking to me this whole time.
No, I was poking because I was watching your stream, so I could tell. So I was like, Horde.
Oh.
I was just about to type something.
So what's going on, yo? Busy, busy, busy.
Just hanging out with Papa. We had some chats, then he went down.
Shit, did I turn
Yeah,
on?
fun stuff today. Gotta play Tetris with
Oops, hold on a second, I gotta adjust my audio. Okay, there we go. So you're off to where?
We're going to hang out with Mr. Cap and Mr. Yeti in Seattle.
Seattle. And what cons there?
We got PAX West.
Oh, that's right, Derp.
It's a good one, actually. You'd probably enjoy that one.
Yeah, I like the Penny Arcade guys. They amuse me.
They've been doing it for so long, though, they know how to do it right.
Yeah, yeah. No, their first one sucked, so. But you have to have the bad first one.
I mean,
Freaking webcomic.
Could take a lesson.
That whole thing started from a webcomic.
Yeah, they still do comics.
Yep, I know, but that's where they got their start. Let's do EverQuest webcomics, mind you.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yep.
Did you actually enjoy any of them?
The comics?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to read them all the time. Every time they had a new one, I was right there. Yep.
Super cool.
Following Penny Arcade for years. Well, at least 18.
Are you gonna go with them or at all up to the unplugged one?
I wasn't informed.
Well, it's not for a while. Actually, I don't even know. It's right
I don't
up
know.
your alley. It's all board games though.
I don't know.
TCG. It's November 30th to December 2nd.
It's possible. I'm sure the female would let me.
They usually give us like 4 to 6 tickets.
I'm sure the female will allow that to happen.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I know Tommy's slated to go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's right up your alley too. It's in PA, Philadelphia. I don't know. Is that far from you guys?
About 3 hours.
That's actually not too bad.
Nope. Easy drive.
And I'm going for.
What's that? Oh,
The
Vic.
drive I'm going for tomorrow is worse.
Where are you driving, man?
I'm going from my home in Ontario all the way to the middle of Alberta.
Well, the first problem is you live in Canada.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I kind of was.
Second of all, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, sorry about that. There, Hork. I can't watch this stream. My net's being too shitty.
Oh, no worries.
Sucks.
There's your second of all.
Oh, we're getting the net upgraded tomorrow, so it's not too bad.
I didn't know Canada had net.
Oh, will you stop?
You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be talking.
He's in Vegas. They got all kinds of net there.
Yeah, all kinds of.
Without phones from Canada, you wouldn't have ever had cell phones or internet.
I'm just teasing.
I'm just teasing too.
You're so mean.
I can
No,
stay up
I
till
actually,
up in the morning, man.
I'm down with Canada. I would totally.
Most polite drug dealer I ever met was from Canada.
Really?
Yep. Went up to Niagara Falls class field trip, and it was back years ago when I was still in high school.
Picked up some BC, but hey.
No, I didn't get any, but I shit you not, I was walking up the street where they have all the the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah, I know where that is.
yep, and the guy was sitting on a railing at the side of the sidewalk, and he stood up, and I thought, oh God, here we go. I'm gonna get hassled by one of the locals, and he said, "Pardon me, sir, would you mind buying any, or would you be interested in buying any marijuana?" I'm like,
interested in buying any marijuana?
I shit you not, that's exactly how he asked me.
That's
dude.
the first thing I think is cop. Okay, officer.
Oh, he was a young kid. He was a young kid, wearing ratty old jeans and whatnot. And I said, if I wasn't here on a class field trip, I would be more than happy to take you up. I was also, incarcerated in juvie facility at the time too, so probably wouldn't have been a good idea.
No.
But,
Nice.
Probably
Yeah,
stay away
Niagara's
from
not
that, huh?
far. It's only like 3 hours.
That's a border city, though, right? That's
Yeah, half of it's in New York.
Okay.
It's kind of like my buddy's home down in Texas there. Got a place, where's it? Right on the border of Texas and Mexico.
It's a long border.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. God damn, I feel so dumb right now, but this is such a long freaking day.
So what happened, Hort? You lose that WoW bug? I thought you were getting the WoW bug there for a little bit.
Vanilla not out yet. That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Yeah, he's down near Loretto.
Oh yeah, that place is crazy.
Yeah, he's in Brownsville though. It's like further south.
Tell you what, there's an item I want from Vanilla that it's not in the game anymore. It's so bad.
What's that?
The corrupted Ashbringer.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you can actually get that, can you?
In Vanilla you can.
Can you?
In Vanilla, yes.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that was just a myth.
No, it's I've seen it in real life.
Huh.
I mean, real life. I mean,
Yeah.
real life.
Never actually played.
Yeah, okay.
Never actually played vanilla. So.
Oh,
Gathorn, what's going on?
This item is legend. Like, it's not legendary. It's purple, but it's
Epic.
I just like even today. I mean, maybe just a small handful, maybe 100 in the world, if that.
Oh shit! I gotta go buff.
Well, I guess I should probably get to work, or Hort's gonna start barking down my throat again.
He's working on a game.
Oh, are you? Oh, are you the dude that does the servers?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh.
No, I've been working on an MMO for the last 7 years.
It's kind of a long time to work on a game.
Working on one right.
You're the only one. When you're the only one person working on it, really, and I have a team, yeah, it's kind of up in the air.
Got to get some crowdfunding, man.
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to figure out right now because crowdfunding with the engine I'm using, they take a cut of it.
What's it called?
I'm using Unreal.
No. What's the game called?
It's actually going to be a game series. I'm starting with an RPG that's going to lead to an MMO. The MMO is called Worlds.
Cool name. I dig the name. I can dig.
Yeah, now I just gotta get my team working. Because, you know, being a programmer, good at art or modeling.
Tell him to start shaving birds.
Tommy does 3D modeling.
There you go. Put Tommy to work. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, Gathorn, I'm working on a piece right now. I got 2 of the 4 pieces I need, and third piece I get right here, hopefully, if he ever freaking drops it. Although I think I have one on another character, I could just mule it over if I wanted to, but
I just realized something.
What's that?
I just broadcasted my game on your stream.
Yep.
Oops.
Let's see, what are we doing? 5. And the Lich Lord here drops the part that I need. That's not it. Different bone. So I just wait for him to respawn. He's on a real quick respawn, so.
I need to stop procrastinating. I keep shuffling cards instead of working.
You know, get to work. What the hell are you doing? Game ain't gonna make itself.
Shuffling cards. If I was allowed, I'd probably take these cards on the road trip tomorrow. But I'm not going to be allowed because people find it annoying.
Damn it.
I guess I'll jump into lobby so I can work quietly. and not have you distracting me over here.
Oh, don't blame me. Don't blame me for your idleness.
No, but you might distract me. Alright, Hork.
Alright.
See you later. If you're still streaming when I'm taking a break, I'll jump back in.
Alright, sir. Oh, you, come on. Just drop the damn thing.
Hey, Hork, is this your first time being in this Discord? I've never seen you in here before.
In the voice chat? Yeah. Yep.
I wanted to come down here earlier, but me and Papa were being very loud, so...
Oh, no worries.
I didn't interrupt you guys.
No worries. We're just talking about our memories.
Yeah?
Yeah. All this old school MMO players just sitting here reminiscing about the good old days. Now you kids just don't know how good you got it.
Today, you know, that was funny. That's funny you say that, because me and Papa and you don't know Chango, but we used to play together vanilla, and we were actually doing the same. Talking about like random stuff, like our favorite characters in the game, and how there aren't any characters like them anymore.
Yeah. God, Gathorn talked me into playing RuneScape. You want to talk about an old game? It's one of those top-down things with like 6 polygons per character.
Wait, oh, that's not Asheron's Call. That's right, RuneScape.
Yeah. Yeah, the Asheron's Call makes RuneScape look state-of-the-art.
There used to be a gentleman...
vice versa.
RuneScape. Yep, I remember this one. Don't they still, like, update it or something?
Yep, it's one of the more popular games being played on Twitch right now for whatever reason.
Huh. Is there an updated version though? I
Yeah.
feel like you're okay. Yeah,
RuneScape 3. He talked me into playing old school RuneScape.
right, back to the
Yeah, the updated one actually has some curves.
I was gonna say because these graphics look a lot better than.
Oh, this isn't RuneScape. This is Asheron's Call.
Right.
Yeah. But I checked out Vanguard Saga of Heroes. It's not live anymore. It's only in an emulator. But surprised how much fun I was having with that game. I was actually playing it not while I wasn't streaming, and I never play a game when I'm not streaming. Really good game.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Vanguard
Saga of Heroes. But one of the original developers for EverQuest left Sony.
Not too old either.
No, 2006. It's dead. Bad timing. Bad launch. Bad everything. Really. Cursed. But they ended up with a good game once they finally got it all the bugs worked out and everything. But damage is already done.
It's hard. Like, look at Bless. You know, I hear Bless is actually a pretty decent game now.
Is it?
It's just, well, all the fixes they've done and everything. It's kind of that similar type of story, right?
Yeah.
Where now the game's decent. I don't play this anymore because you pissed them off.
Oh, there's between Vanguard and Bless has had 6 freaking years to get their shit together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Players just started feeling like they were being taken for a ride after a certain point. And, that's just not good. Have you been paying any attention to the Cyberpunk 2077 drama?
Just we get their press releases, but no, what's the drama? Actually, I heard you talking about that.
One of their social media guys tweeted a response to somebody. Somebody said something like, I want more men or something like that in response to something. I have no idea what. Yeah, I have no idea what it was in response to, but one of their social media guys at CD Projekt Red tweeted back to him, did you just assume their gender or something like that? And oh my god, the shitstorm that ensued. Holy crap. And of course they did the exact wrong thing and apologized. And that just made it even worse. You never apologize. Never apologize.
I mean, never apologize to a certain.
Well, I mean, if you're actually wrong, yeah, you apologize for your error. But this wasn't anything like that. It was just.
Did they delete the tweet already?
Yeah, a bunch of snowflakes got butthurt over something. It's hilarious. I can barely hear you, by the way. You must be away from your phone or something.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, I get it. It's people are just so soft on the internet these days, you know.
Yeah. Well, they're so quick to jump to the apology thing because they don't want to offend these people, and these people don't play games. They don't buy games. They don't play games. They don't buy the merchandise. They don't support it at all. So there's no reason to cater to these people whatsoever from a financial standpoint. From a PR standpoint, they're going to be very vocal. They're going to be very loud. But the people who play your games know better. We've been through this shit now thanks to Kotaku and Polygon and whatnot, just shoving that stuff down everybody's throats. Was it Doom Eternal got hit with the same thing? There's a little joke about immigration in the game itself, and my god, they went apeshit over it.
Yeah. I mean, there should be like kind of a similar system the way. Well, actually, it's not even true, right? I guess what's her name got arrested, but just a gray area where it's comedy and not. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody knows that, except for this vocal minority. The small, very small segment of, the people that just sit on Twitter all day looking for something to get offended over. They don't play games.
You're right. Why bother apologizing?
Because they make a lot of noise. And you know, Polygon, and this is why I keep bringing Polygon and Kotaku up, and how they screwed themselves, and how they've got themselves, you know, locked into this mode now that they'll never be able to get out of, because they jumped on it. You know, with Gamergate. I don't know if you remember the whole Gamergate thing, but they kind of chose their side during that whole fiasco, and now they're stuck with it, and it's hurting their business because nobody uses their service anymore, because you can't trust them to do an honest review of a game anymore. They do reviews for hire.
Yeah.
And you know,
That's no good.
no, that's why I made this comment I did in the Discord earlier. How, you know, this
I've made the statement plenty of times. Never do.
great opportunity for us to fill that void that gamers have been seeking.
And several people have heard me verbatim say that as well. I will never get paid to do it.
Good, good.
Or, like for positive purposes, you know. I will say this: we have been offered to do a review for a company for their like upper management, which is not to be posted, which we would pay for. So it wouldn't even be posted, and it's not. They're just asking for your honest opinion, but they don't post it. I think that's acceptable.
Yeah, as long as they don't ask you to pad the numbers, you know, as long as they're willing.
No. So it's basically a review for their upper management only.
Oh, just an internal review. Internal review.
They're like so I can't say the company out.
No.
They've said, hey, look, we want your honest opinion about our game. Like, give it to us like super raw as you can, and please don't post it. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm okay with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Not being paid to say, hey, give us our 5-star.
Right, which is what the other ones have been doing.
Earn it, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I had to earn this.
Excuse me.
Back when we were broke, man, you weren't paying me to do a 5-star review. So hey, look, I had to climb my way all up here. You climb your ass all the way up here too.
That's right. You want a good review? Earn it, the old-fashioned way. Make a good game.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. How hard is life, right?
Yeah. It's not like gamers are really that hard to satisfy, so.
Yeah, and there's so many niches.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, most people might not like it, but there's always going to be some group of people that have some interest. You know, unless it's just like the shittiest game in the world. You know.
No, that's just the nature of the beast with gaming. It's all about niches. You know, some are bigger than others, obviously, but
exactly.
But you're always going to have an audience. Oh, there's a Battlefield 5. Did you see the numbers for that? 85% less pre-orders than Call of Duty 4 or something like that.
Well, it all has to do with this new RTX stuff. Have you heard about it? The new graphics card technology?
No.
So there's a lot of controversy going on because they can't measure in teraflops anymore because it's too great. It's an entirely new lighting system, and so now there's no benchmarks for these new graphic cards that are coming out.
Right.
Battlefield, the new Battlefield's actually designed in RTX. So there's like we're gonna basically be crossing over a big gap here now, where the whole game's gonna change. So either one of two things is gonna happen, and I'm willing to bet everyone will go with NVIDIA because they've been setting the trend and leading it for how long.
Yeah.
All the developers will have to write this new code for RTX 2080 and all the new series that's coming out. So we're gonna start to have a fall off of like literally just like a line of like, wow, I can't even play this game to the full potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. If I don't feed the squirrels enough, that I can't play anything.
A lot of people know. A lot of people think that it's just a big old marketing play for NVIDIA, and I'm sure part of it is. But I mean, they've developed quality products throughout their history, and I don't believe that just because they can't measure this new whatever speed it is that they have now. They're saying the 2070 is 10 times more powerful than the 1080 Ti.
Huh.
At $599.
Well, I wasn't even referring to that. I was just talking about the character choices and whatnot they made for the game that have pissed so many people off. Because when people play that that game, they want historic accuracy, at least to an extent. And having a cyborg female on the front lines just didn't happen very often in World War II.
So we heard though.
What's that?
Stories about cyborgs, and there were little side stories.
Well, there were, and the Russians had a lot of female snipers. There were females in the military, but they weren't front and center combat troops. It's playing the SJW game, catering, to people that really just don't deserve to be catered to. It's more of that. It's coming to a head, is the point I'm trying to make. This whole division of people, well, Star Wars, really brought that to the forefront. When Solo actually lost money. Gathorn said it was the graphics card specialized on ray tracing technique. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, it's a whole new technology now. But this new game's made in it. So is Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider game. I think that's part of it as well. But yeah, no, I get it. No one liked the last Battlefield either.
No.
So, they're definitely not headed in the right direction.
That's EA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, enough said.
No, I'm with it. And they fired a lot of their marketing department. I can say that. A lot of the people that were there, and all their numbers are disconnected, and their emails don't work anymore.
Yeah. It's like the Walmart of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's too bad.
I like their old stuff though.
Yeah. No, that's how they got as big as they did, because they used to put out quality content, and then they just started rushing everything out to press. And
they have a lot of really good titles on the Origin that they didn't make, like Wing Commander. I don't know if you ever played a Wing Commander, but
no.
It's a Nintendo game, very old. Really good.
Actually, I might have, now that you mention it.
Yeah, there was a series. There's like 5 of them. Sim City was one of my favorite games growing up as well. It's funny, I wasn't really into all the action games so much. I loved the hell out of Sim City.
Excuse me. So how's everything going? How'd Ohio go? You keep evading the question.
Oh, it went well. I mean, in all honesty, everybody knows. I mean, I'm Call of Duty. It's not my thing personally. Having the opportunity to meet all the professionals, up close and personal like that was very, very, humbling. And man, I tell you what, they treat the media really good at Activision. Man, nothing but compliments to say about the way they ran the show. The organization was the second to none. I've never been to a show that organized the press that well.
Oh, nice.
Every lunch and dinner was catered. Every time a match ended, you had a liaison to come in and say, we have these pro players available for interviews. It was just smooth as butter.
Yeah.
I won't mention any names, but
no.
Most esports organizations aren't that smooth. They definitely cater to the press, and they appreciate the value of the press, which is few and far between with a lot of these esports organizations.
Yeah.
So,
well, because they know they can just throw a few bucks across the table and they get a good review, and that's kind of the there's this overwhelming problem with all forms of entertainment, not just gaming, but movies and whatever. That the producers of the entertainment stopped being afraid of the critics. It used to be a critic could make or break a movie. So if you wanted a good movie, or if you wanted a good review, you made a good movie. If you wanted a good review, you made a good game. But then that whole thing kind of shifted where, you know, the producers of the entertainment, of whatever it was, started denying access to these critics. And, you know, if you went in on the early release, or if you want a review copy or whatever, you know, you have to play ball. And the whole power base kind of shifted back to the producers of the entertainment.
Publishers.
Yeah, yeah. Or, you know, movie studios or whatever. And as a result, you know, we end up with, you know, The Last Jedi.
I have to say, though, in all honesty, by the end of the event, I actually kind of grew an affinity for a couple of the teams that were playing, and I actually had a great time watching the event.
Yeah, this stuff's fun to watch.
So,
even if you don't play it, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, so, you know, just the respect for the talent, and, you know, I could never do that. I look at that like, God, if I could do that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I do know. I know. I've played enough of them to know how bad I am.
But specifically, Call of Duty definitely isn't my cup of tea, and, you know, like I said, I did enjoy it somewhat. So definitely wasn't, you know, Debbie Downer where I was like, oh God, it's just so good. Please, and no, I was into it. It was fun. It was a good time.
Good. Good. Yeah, you're going to have to broaden your horizons a little bit here.
Although I would say the Midwest is way too humid, 80% humidity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ohio, same climate as Pennsylvania, so, you know, right next door to each other.
You guys have that, like...
Yeah, summers are brutally hot and humid. Winters are frigid and, you know, the ball-sucking cold.
I can't handle that humidity, man.
Yeah. Well, we've had nothing but rain for the last month.
Was it warm rain or is it cold rain?
Warm, humid rain. Yeah.
Ugh. It's the nastiness.
Yep.
It's just a really tough adjustment coming from 4 to 10% humidity into that. This stuff. I just literally was in my hotel with the AC cranked on full. And the fan on so it would never stop.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had to keep ours running all summer just to keep the house dry.
Right? Yeah. Walk outside and it's like, whoa.
Yep. I think the only place with an agreeable climate for me personally is England, but unfortunately that's, you know, England.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Chad Menendez.
Did you see that game that came across for review? I probably shouldn't talk about it, but it's not like anybody watches my stream. It was a propaganda piece about the whole Brexit thing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I was begging Baum to give it to me, but he wouldn't.
He wouldn't give it to me.
Well, I told him he had to get approval from you first, because, you know, I was going to give the game an honest review, and then I was going to give the politics behind the game an honest review.
There was a game actually 6 months ago. I wonder if it's by the same. I'll take a look. It was an American propaganda game with Donald Trump and everything.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's is it by the same guys?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I was gonna say they're on a roll then.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't too long ago. I'd say take a look at it. Go for it, man.
Yeah. Well,
Don't just let it sit on the shelf.
If you're going to put a game like that out, you have to expect people to say something about it, and you have to expect people to call you on your bullshit too.
Absolutely.
Especially if they have a intelligent response to.
What category of game is it? Is it a simulation or?
Kind of simulation. Yeah, it's real primitive graphics. side scroller kind of thing. The what's it called? Beholder. It's a similar mean to that, but it's a 2D platformer. Not a platformer, but it's a 2D.
Right.
Yeah.
Graphics.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of effort went into it, obviously. Look who made it.
You could say the same about Brexit. Whatever, not my problem.
No. What the hell was that? No. Didn't know what that weapon was. I have to find these damn...
I just finished leveling in WoW, finally.
You got up to 120?
Oh, yeah, finally. I'm a little bit disappointed with the story.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good at first, and then I just kind of got lost in bullshit, really.
Try refreshing, Dawn. Sometimes that'll knock it back in. Sorry, I just had somebody said the Twitch stream is not playing back.
Have you refreshed, or sorry, have you played that other MMO you're talking about on stream yet, or no?
Vanguard?
RuneScape?
Oh, RuneScape, no, not yet. I haven't even played it yet at all. I just set it up and
got it downloaded and everything.
Yeah, just set it up and logged in just enough to get my character established. But
so you're starting from 1.
Yeah. It's just to see it. It's one of the older MMOs I never played. So same with the Dark Age thing. Yeah, Gathorn, RuneScape. Shut it over.
He doesn't like it?
No, he's the one who got me to play it. Or to download it, yeah.
That's the one where the roofs disappear, right?
Yeah, it's the isometric view, top-down view.
Kind of like an RTS.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. No, exactly like an RTS, actually.
Here's the $1 million question.
Sure.
Do you run as fast as you do when Ash runs call?
No game runs this fast.
That's the deal breaker for me. I can get with this because this guy's like turbo. He runs as fast as like my fastest mountain. Wow.
Yeah. What's his run skill? 335.
Can you imagine his legs like running up this hill all day?
Your shoes would catch on fire.
Right? It's like crazy. His cape would fall off. He'd get up the hill and he'd be in his underwear.
My skill's not even close to maxed out yet. Still got another 200 points to max out my run skill.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is it a training thing? You just keep running and you get more? Or?
No, you dump XP into it. You don't even notice the difference between.
Actually, I'm interested to see what the animation looks like for the fastest.
It's just a blur. It's just a blur.
Like a rabbit eating a carrot?
Yeah.
He's kicking up dust too. That's good by them. Look at that.
Always having to find a druid somewhere to get sow from, or.
Why the druids like teleport you around? Or?
Oh, they cast a spell called Spirit of the Wolf that makes you run faster.
Oh. Okay.
So otherwise, it's just that slow plodding pace. But then they implemented mounts, which effectively do the same thing. Different tiers, different speeds, but.
I've actually never seen the New Age EverQuest game.
Oh really? I'll have to stream one of these nights.
Yeah, you should. Do you have a character all leveled up there?
Oh yeah. I'm playing that same account for 17 years.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Still don't have a max level character.
That's like the canon EverQuest, right?
Yeah, the live servers. Daybreak.
H1Z1.
Yep. I just downloaded that last week and then uninstalled it. Logged in, got killed, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I don't play this, because I suck." Same reason I don't do PUBG. Same reason I don't do PUBG, because I'm just no good at it. I don't have that killer instinct that you need to have. Like I watch Modder play.
Oh yeah.
Pete's friend Modder. Yeah.
Yeah, Modder.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I've met that guy in person.
I know. He keeps talking about it. He's going to one of the cons here soon. You wanted to know if they had any swag you want him to take with you. He's a good guy. He just
Modder or Pete?
Modder. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I met Modder at South.
Yeah. But he just kind of.
No, Modder's a great guy.
Got away from his stream and just kind of let it fall by the wayside. This guy's got 7,000 followers.
Yeah, him and when I got there, they were already hanging out. Modern, Miss Blue, and Pete.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah, definitely had some fun nights there. Yeah. You know what we did? It was so funny. Well, back then we weren't. We were a lot smaller, so we weren't so Twitch dominant, you know.
Right.
But we went to the Mixer party. The Mixer, the platform.
Yeah.
They had a partner party. We went there, and it was just so weird. Like everybody there was a Mixer streamer.
Huh. Was there enough there? Sorry.
I'll tell you what. It was a small Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
But I give him credit. There's at least 50.
Yeah. I'm glad Mixer exists because if Twitch fails, everybody's going to need somewhere to go to.
Well, I mean, either way, you have to have some kind of competition, right?
Yeah. And I don't think Twitch is making any money.
They're growing by 22% a year right now. Their CEO is the richest person on the planet.
Oh, Amazon owns it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it's the same deal that
I mean, they've made changes for a reason, obviously, but I don't see how they can't be making money.
Well, I don't see how YouTube couldn't be making money yet. Yet they've been running in the red for years. Google bought it, and it still hasn't turned a profit. Google has to continually just dump money into it just to keep it running, but it's too big to fail now.
Yeah.
I
mean, you're talking about servers.
Well,
it's really your only maintenance, though. I don't understand.
Yeah, but all your employee overhead.
What though? What are the employees for?
Well, you got customer service, you got server maintenance, you got.
Google has no customer service. They only give you customer service if you're a paid customer.
Yeah,
and I'm a paid customer, and I'm telling you.
YouTube.
YouTube does not give you customer service.
No, but they have to have all those people filtering through all them damn videos all the time, and then dealing with all the complaints and whatnot from channels getting shut down for the bots.
I think they just splurge too much. Because have you seen their facilities for their employees?
Google, yeah, it's retarded. It's retarded.
I mean, I'm saying it's a bad thing. God, who wouldn't appreciate that?
Yeah, but you gotta operate at a profit, and
Right.
But that's Google's big thing is well, it's been the theme of the stream tonight is that whole left wing infestation of all these tech things, and there's no money in it. There's no money in socialism. There's no money in it.
Well, exactly. That's the whole point of socialism.
I know. Why would you design a business model around that?
Yeah. No, I get it. Did you ever see that movie, The Interns?
No, I don't watch too many movies anymore.
It was about Google. It was actually pretty.
Oh, yeah. I briefly watched part of it, I think, and then the kids started jumping around the couch or something like that, so kind of put a stop to that. We don't watch movies for that reason. She never lets us watch them.
They go crazy.
Yeah. Oh, she gets bored, and we have to entertain her.
Is she on the console yet or anything?
She has her own computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Does she play anything, or is she just creative?
She has educational games that I let her play. Yeah. Well, she has a touchscreen all-in-one over here next to me.
I think a Switch is pretty harmless.
Yeah, no, I don't have any problems with the playing first-person shooters. I don't. She fucking kill as many terrorists as she wants. I don't care. It's a game. No, I'm not that kind of parent. This is reality. Reality is much worse.
Right? Exactly. Goodbye, you, man.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's been playing video games since he was old enough to hold a Nintendo controller.
Oh shit, huh?
So,
What did he start on?
Nintendo, classic Nintendo. That was his first console.
Man.
Yeah.
He's an old mofo too.
Yeah, he's 31.
I'm excited to see this expansion with the tabletop start taking play. I'm really interested in the tabletop industry. Like I want to play. I don't know anybody who plays here or even in San Diego. Other than San Diego,
You don't even need to be face to face anymore. You can play online.
That's true.
With Roll20, and there's another one.
But it's not the same.
It's pretty freaking close. Somebody who's played these games for years and years and years, it's pretty freaking close. You're sitting around the table with all your friends talking. You can see each other's faces because you got the webcam thing and the microphone thing. You got your maps all laid out for you.
So it's like a Google Hangouts.
Yeah. In fact, you can do an either or kind of thing with Roll20. You can either do the Google Hangout or you can do the official Roll20 thing. Although I think they dropped support for it. I think Google dropped support for it. But for a while you could do either or. We always just did it through the Roll20, but their infrastructure isn't nearly as stable as Google's was.
I think because there's a huge like tabletop area at PAX. I think I'm gonna try to play something while I'm there. Don't laugh, but I think I'll probably play something, a little faster, like a Pokemon or something.
Oh, you mean like an RPG or something, or just like a card game or something?
The TCG, the card game.
Yeah, it's a fun game. The mechanics of the game are sound. It's just filled with all those little furry creatures, But if you take the furry creatures out and replace them with dragons and demons, it would be just as much fun.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, the mechanics of the game are very sound. It's just it's just Pokemon.
It's Pokemon.
Yeah. I had to sell that shit to kids for several years when it first came out.
I remember that. You were saying that you used to work in a...
Oh god, it was horrible. It was fucking horrible. Well, you had soccer moms fighting each other over the last booster pack on the shelf, literally fighting each other. Middle class soccer moms.
That could work in your favor.
They would do anything to get these cards for their kids. And,
yeah, no, totally.
And then, one day I had some kid come in. Him and his little buddy came in. They got dropped off in a cab, mind you. 9, 10 years old these kids were. And this kid comes over to the cabinet where I have all the single cards. And he says, okay, I want that one, that one, that one, that one. And he starts picking out all these cards. And I'm like, all right, you little freaking kid. And then you're picking out like $300, $400, $500 worth of cards here. But I got them all out, because, whatever, the kid's dreaming. I said, okay, well, which one do you want? He said, oh, I want them all. I said, what do you mean you want them all? And he whips out this big wad of cash from his pocket.
What?
Yeah. What's going on, dispersing? And I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't sell you these cards. You have to call your mom and get her approval before I'll sell you these cards. So he got on the phone, called his mom, and I talked to his mom, and she said, oh, yeah, no, let him get whatever he wants. It's his money. Well, that was a good day for me. Yeah, $500 this kid plopped down on like 10 cards, I think it was.
Jesus.
Ridiculous the amount of money these kids would spend on these cards. Another kid, little Asian kid, would bring his grandmother in every week, and she dropped down $200-300 on these cards every freaking week. And I kept telling her, I can tell him no. If all you have to do is, give me the nod, and I'll say, sorry, I can't sell that to you. I understand. I'm a parent too. He said, "Oh no! Just let him get whatever he wants. Just let him get whatever he wants." I'm, okay, I tried.
Wow,
yeah. But I guess it's a payback for being their babysitter.
Yeah, that's true.
Then
they're asking for mom for all that crap.
Yeah. Well, they'd come straight from school to the shop with their homework and everything. Their parents would drop them off some lunch, or some dinner, from McDonald's or something. Because the shop was like located between all these different fast food places, right on the strip in town.
Yeah.
So, parents would, swing by after work to grab some McDonald's for their kid, drop it off the shop, and then come back and pick them up 9, 10 o'clock when we closed. And kids would sit there and do their homework, and then they'd play their games.
And it was all tabletop, or was it?
It was all tabletop. All tabletop.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't have any video games at all. In fact, we didn't get Wi-Fi in the place until I took over. The owner just didn't want to have that there. But I wanted to sit there and play video games all day, so. Danny Maple, the Maple Man.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, Jesse, there's if you go into Roll20, there's people that are always looking for players to join games. Hitler stole your banjo. You remember that kid Harry that I brought in as a writer? He didn't stick around.
Yes.
Yeah. He was just on this tear today in my Discord. Hilarious this kid was. All these Hitler jokes.
Wow.
Yeah, but the kid's just funny as hell. Smart.
You don't get to hear it in chat often, but you gotta hear Yeti and Cap go at it.
Really?
Oh, it gets really.
I think Cap is the ideal candidate for your general manager.
Don't say that out loud.
Oh, sorry. Who's watching? Nobody watches my stream.
You never know. I'm watching.
Well, I just think he does.
He's a good kid. He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not enough money yet to turn him out.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's true. He just started that new job.
He's got kids.
Yeah, you gotta feed them. Damn things.
Gotta feed those damn kids, right?
Yeah.
What happened to the good old days?
Yeah, just eat mud.
All right. Mama locked me outside for 2 days and forget about me.
My mom actually did that. Wow, for the last 3 years of my childhood.
Oh, Jesus.
Since I turned 15, she said, "All right, I'm moving to Florida. See ya."
Later, brother. Have a good one.
That was it. She did too. 2 weeks later, she was in Florida.
Man, you got the olden day version of Bye Felicia.
Yeah, well, she had me emancipated first, just so it was all legal. So.
Oh, well, that's nice of her.
Yeah.
At least she did it the right way.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even have that much respect.
It wasn't really her decision. The courts just said, "Hey, there's nothing else we can do with him. All we can do is emancipate him and let him do it on his own." So she said,
Just
"Okay."
Roll him around the mud. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, that's what she did. And then I went and found a job in a factory. And that's all she wrote.
Were you in PA?
Yeah.
So you've been there your whole life, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, my family's been here since the 1600s in this very town.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of their streets named after us and streams and rivers and all that.
Does Tommy have a street?
Well, the last name, the family name. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Portland?
Yeah, that's it. But
we did another round of interviews on Tuesday. None of them were good, so I didn't even waste my time uploading but we had some. I should have just not been lazy because we had some funny. No one can say Horkalong.
They always pronounce it with the soft C, don't they?
It's freaking terrible. I've heard so many just fuck ups on Horkalong. It's like I don't even know anymore what direction it goes.
Yeah,
Horlong, you get Horlong a lot, right?
Look at the letters.
Soft C. And then some people just forget the G as well.
Yeah, how are they going to handle some of these Polish developers from like CD Projekt Red or whatever?
Yeah, like Sven from Sweden.
Yeah, or the Norwegians. Norwegians have a lot of game developers too. Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, it's great. It's a good laugh, but and you know, the funny thing is Shelby, who comes with me, who works with Jan, one of our principals, she sees your name in our staff Discord because she's in the staff, so she recognizes it. You know what I mean? So she actually knows where the whole inside joke comes from.
Oh, that's cool.
So she's kind of laughing with me when we're doing this. Just the whole thing is just so funny. I've like literally got the act down to a T. You know, any question they ask me, I can just pop a quick answer out.
Just a little clarification for the folks at home. When they're doing an interview for or an audition for on-air talent for the studio, they'll have them introduce somebody named what is it? Tommy Horkelong. Yeah, because Tommy, you know, my son Tommy and me, and Tom Robin. What's going on? Thompson, James Thompson. But they'll have to introduce this person as part of the audition. There's a script that they have to read from. And, nobody can get Horkelong right.
I mean, I have to admit, I have not seen it in many places or any place.
No, it's a made up word.
It's definitely a tongue twister for 98% of people that we've interviewed.
Gathorn made a video about the origin of the name for the YouTube channel.
You gotta link that for me, Gathorn. That'd be awesome. I'll watch it.
Let's see if I can find it real quick.
I mean, I don't think it's that hard to pronounce. I look at it; it seems pretty straightforward. There's no hidden letters or silence.
No, and it's all phonetic.
Pretty damn easy. Just work along. Hello. I think the funniest part of it is to see people that are like really good at commentary and hosting and stuff, you know, that like trained for this type of stuff, right?
Right.
But then they struggle so hard because they don't understand the gaming world. So, you know, you go, hey, so we have a 6-person part question. What does GG mean? I mean, if that's not the easiest one in the world, right?
Right.
What does PvP mean? You know, and then they kind of like it breaks their confidence down. So it's like, wow, I've been training to be a host and to be this live personality my whole life, but I can't even like get through the second part of this audition. And but that's what we want though, because we want people that have knowledge. You know, we don't want everybody can't have. I certainly would consider myself a pretty intelligent gamer, but I mean, I don't know a lot. But we can't have people that know nothing. If you can't get past this basic test, then, you know.
Yeah, no, it's some of them, even though they were good with the speech, just their general lack of gaming knowledge, it's just a deal breaker.
It's totally. You can't fake that.
Nope.
It's just fake that. That's
all right, I got it queued up here on the stream, so we'll just watch it now.
Oh, let's take a look.
Aren't you gonna tell a story about how you got your name?
Okay, first of all, the Hork story. Used to have a hobby shop down in Florida, a game shop, you know, D&D, Magic the Gathering, that kind of thing. Nerds. And one of my regulars was a really quiet, timid little guy. Nice guy, good guy. But very quiet, very timid, not outspoken. And then we had another guy that was the exact opposite. One day we were sitting around the table playing a card game of, I forget what it was, Magic or something. Playing a game, and the annoying guy came in and was standing right over the shoulder of the quiet guy. And just kept telling him what to play and how to play, and just being one of those, you know. This is how you should do it. This is, oh no, don't play that, play this. Finally, he got fed up. He exploded on him. He jumped up off the table, or jumped up out of his chair and said, "You mother, Horcus, will you please shut the hell up?" Horcus, just the word Horcus, the same as my character. No idea what it means. It was just a random word that he came up because he was so angry he couldn't think of a word to say, so he just shouted out syllables, and it was Horcus. It became a running gag in the shop from that point forward. And so it's kind of my homage to him, because he's such a good guy. He's a really good guy. So that's the story. That's the story of Hork. There you go.
You're a victim of nerd rage. That's pretty funny.
Yep. There you go. I didn't have to link it. Everybody gets to see it now. That's one of the first videos he's done for me.
I'd be pissed if I was that kid too, man.
Oh, this guy was so over the top irritating, though. He was just one of those people that just, when you see him, you just want to punch him in the dick. And he never shuts up. He knows more than anybody about anything. You know, just one of those. Just one of those freaking people. Always hated it when he came in the shop. But he always spent money, so you tolerated it. But yeah.
But so, that was Horcus, though.
Well, the Horkalong's just a derivative of that. Horkalong Cassidy.
Right.
Yeah.
How long did it take for that second part?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How long did it take for that second part of the name to develop?
Oh, it's just there was all kinds of variants of it, Horcus Pop, and you know, just all these different things.
All your two names, Horcules.
Yeah, they're all just derivatives of Hork. I have to keep the theme going.
I get it.
Yeah. On the P99 server, everybody knows who I am. Just, you know, from the streaming and whatnot, and it comes in handy sometimes.
That's super hilarious.
Yeah.
How's that server doing?
Fine. Hercules is the best. Yeah, the big old shout. I gotta hit the head. I'll be right back. Coffee.
Hey. Hey.
Recruiting, babe.
Hello?
I don't know if it is or not. That one might still be available. When I was playing WoW, I'd name my characters after things that were laying on my desk. So. Now I kind of want to know. Yeah, I almost did that with one of mine. Got the plastic side panels, and was going to get all the lights and the little lift kit and the thing that made it go up like that. But I didn't. Cooler heads prevailed. I just got a simple black case. Instead, spent the money on components. Oh shit, it's after 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. Really need to go out and grind some XP so I can get level 6s on this guy at least. Yeah, Tommy tried it when he had his bot running, and every time he did, it would crash his client. There's two different methods you can use. There's the trade window method and the targeting method, but neither one of them would work. Huh. Excuse me. Came up here looking for Lich Lords and I haven't seen any yet. Can always tell when there's a housing settlement nearby though. The hell is he doing? Let's go through there. Huh. Where are we at? Well, how about that? Imagine somebody who's not used to hearing that noise. The buzzing flies and whatnot, got to be irritating. Play a game long enough, you don't even hear it anymore. But me too. Very relaxing, very soothing. housing settlement. Oh, thank you. So it's just the basic default UI. Yep. Can always tell when houses are nearby. Everything just bogs down. Lich Lord, that's what we're looking for. Damn it. What the hell are we by? Grill Hood the Hermit? Let's go. Catacombs of the Forgotten. What the hell is that? No, I'm on FizzleClassic. It's part of the Thwargle launcher. It's one of the ones on the Thwargle launcher. Oh, this is all crap stuff. Never mind. It's just weird seeing a chest there. What the hell's in here? Let's find out. I forget. See what I did there? Oh, this is all skeletons, damn it. Oh, me Crowley's guitar, maybe? Qatar, or Jite, rather? Right. Yeah, this is all skeletons. Come on, fellas, let me through. I did play on Reef Call initially, and it was fine. It was fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But then I came across this, and I don't know, I just kind of fell in. Found my home. Yeah, I'm just glad they're there, to be honest with you.
What up, guys?
What's going on? Moo.
Horkalong. What up, bro?
What's going on?
Not much. Sitting on my couch watching Dragon Ball, relaxing.
I think my cat just took a shit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Freaking cat. I swear to God, she's got a dead rat in her ass.
Funny.
Where the hell am I at?
What you playing?
Asheron's Call.
What the heck is Asheron's Call?
It's one of the older MMOs from back in the beginning of the whole MMO thing.
Nice.
Came out in '99.
Sounds familiar. I don't know. I was probably only like 11 then.
Yeah, right after EverQuest came out, this came out, and that's why you've heard of EverQuest, but not this.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Wait,
I might as well log on my actual computer for a little while. Yeah, I just got home from work.
I don't want to go this way. I want to go down. Shut it. Shut it. It was a mistake as soon as I said it.
Couldn't help it. Sorry, I tried to behave.
There it is. Knew it was in here somewhere.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to switch to my computer.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Well, there's nothing in here for me. I'm done here. I just did a question, didn't even realize it. Oh, wait.
What up, Papa?
I don't know.
Chilling, bro.
Get the new house yet?
Yeah, man.
So
In here right now.
let's go, bro.
Yeah, man. What's on tap tonight, Papa?
Blackout City, baby.
Black Ops City?
Blackout City, baby.
Yeah, I do.
Corn dog. What, babe?
All right, folks. I think I am going to wrap it up there. It's after 3 o'clock my time. So, yeah, wrap it up there. I'll be back on tomorrow night. I think I'm going to hop on Vanguard tomorrow night. Give that another run through. So I will see you then. And you folks have a good evening.